Hi Leo, if you want to come on in, have a seat, take a look at your ink blot made in your name and essence. Feel free to take a screenshot so you can scry on your own time and terms for shapes or symbols that speak. I'm going to dig in here. Leo, thank you for holding space for me to share my insights. Let's empathically explore. I'm seeing, at attention. Is that what that is? Leos are at attention. Sorry, let me get my little scrycle out here already. I'm seeing a higher self, like sitting on the crown of your head. Okay, and so there's at the attention. And I don't know, Leos, if you've been getting a lot of like download feels. That's how it's kind of, because there's a lot of air around it, a lot of ideas. Somebody's sending them to you in spirit. This is a really interesting thing that I'm seeing. So here you are, like at attention, like you're ready to be of service, or perhaps you're changing, adapting, modifying what you do, how you go about. Anyway, so there's you, and there's this higher self, like of your crown, and it's receiving like this download, and I'm seeing this as a spirit that's like blowing information to you. What is that? Excuse me. Cubert is also coming through like it's an old school video game. I can't remember the point of the video game. I can just see it like a excuse me, like in a Rubik's Cube. There's jumping on things. Yeah, it's a Cubert. It's a Cubert. There also might be some Leos that are experiencing like splitting headaches. I can't get around it. Splitting headaches, like there's an axe in the head. I feel like it's something that's almost as if it's the way a transmission's being received, or information, like there's too much stimuli, too many voices, too many thoughts. Maybe there's too many people. Maybe you're looking to make something smaller, more intimate, something along the lines, but there's like a splitting headache around there. I'm also seeing a lasso and the Cancer ribbon. So I don't know if somebody is like whipping their cancer into remission, is how it's feeling. Interesting, Leos. Interesting. Perhaps you're resonating. Something about making it smaller, like even in that remissive, if talking about like cancer or an illness or something along that lines. And even with the headaches to being at attention and ready to be of service, there's something about making it smaller, like putting it in a pack where it can be carried. Almost like I can see a lot of stuff and like I'm going through a closet, or like a pack rat kind of feel. And I'm like, oh, how do I get through all of this to make the stuff smaller but the space bigger? Does that make sense? And that's reflective of maybe even in the mind, there could be need less thoughts or different thoughts. All right, maybe that resonates. And whatever channel that pertains with you, right? Creative, corporate, personal, professional, this, that, or the other. And somebody's working like on an oil rig. I don't know, maybe that's in the sinuses. Again, it's up top. I'm going to bring out the mirror for a second. Hold on, see if this will... I don't mean to do that. There we go. Make an ink blot, if you don't mind. Thank you, Leos. I want to get more into this. Okay, so it's like a dog with a cape. Is that a character somewhere? Like Super Dog or something like that. I feel like you've been very, very loyal to something, and perhaps now it's could be giving you some headaches. Or maybe you're good. You're just like, yeah, I am here. There might be somebody in the military, but if not, like, that's the kind of dedication there is to it. Like, that's in the way maybe you are of service, or your career, your relationship. What are they working on? I'm seeing like Roman columns. Roman columns. Okay, I'm going to keep on going here. Actually, let's add on some runes, because I keep being called over there, and so that's cool. We're here for Leos. We have Shapeshift Raven. I feel like that's in those messages that you're receiving. It might be getting blocked, or just they're coming in really, really quickly. I feel like if they're coming in a little too fast, just simply asking them to slow down. But then on the other hand, there may be a portion of the Leo energy, like, is in the aura. It's all being received and sent to the different Leos in different ways. And some of it's like really fast, and it's like, yep, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And these messages, they shapeshift to each of the Leos accordingly. I'm going to flip it to win it here. I'm seeing the Harlem Globetrotters, like, spinning a basketball. Like, something about like rubber arms. What is that? There is one of those characters. Is it Gumby, or I don't know, Mr. Plastic or Mr. Stretch or something like that? I feel like there's a lot of flexibility in, perhaps this is in relation to being of service, however this is. Maybe you're a caretaker, a homemaker, muffin maker, I don't know, but something along that lines. And you're very good at it. Very good at it. Like, there's a lot of fun that can be had. It's like seeing the Harlem Globetrotters play basketball, and forgive me, I don't actually know. I'm going off completely what's coming through. So they're on a basketball court. Everything, they're in uniforms. It looks like basketball, sounds like basketball, but it's not basketball. They're having fun, or not saying the other people aren't having fun. There's something different happening. There's all these tricks and stages, and I don't know. Hopefully you can feel what I'm saying. It looks like a duck, talks like a duck, but it's not a duck. But it's a duck. It's just a different kind of duck. And so that's making me feel like I'm seeing a bowl with steam coming out of its nose, and I'm saying steam because I'm still trying to discern, at least for me, if this is like dispelling things that, again, in that kind of sinus area. So maybe with the headaches, if there's sinus blockages or something like that, or just blowing your nose. It's like I'm trying to discern, but that's how it's feeling, to clear that channel from here, here, here. Because even like with the headaches, when I see it here, I'm also seeing the bridge of the nose here. Nonetheless, okay. Leos, what else you got going on? What do I see in your aura for the Leos? Oh, those are like new birth butterfly. Okay. That Harlem Globetrotters. Look at me, like I'm just all chillax on your ink blot here. So the Harlem Globetrotters, it's, thank you. The butterflies like helping me understand that transformation of being able to maybe add more tricks or displays of what you do. Yes, you can play basketball like a champion, and you can also put on this playful, very, very skilled subset because of the main skill. It's really not my forte to speak to, but hopefully you're understanding that. And there's some sort of transformation. So even if you are a homemaker, you know, that nursery rhyme comes through caretaker. The candlestick maker. I don't know. Anyway, I won't get stuck there either. But it's transforming. You know what I'm saying? Office or home, this, that, or the other. I do feel like, Leos, there's something that you might be changing the way, not changing in like this destructive and rebuild, but something about making something that's really big and there's a lot of these channels and making it more simplified. Because that space, like going back to the closet, by taking away some of the stuff, you have more space, and that space gives you room to do more tricks or just practice something else. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of channels that possibly could be like, for some of you anyway, could be like siphoning. They're just draining. Yes, they're things you care about. They're part of your interests. Or they're things you're invested in. But because there's so many areas, it's kind of confusing. So now I'm seeing like this whole basketball analogy for one reason or another. And it's like, if every player at the same time was doing their own tricks, it would be good for a short amount of time, but you wouldn't know where to look, right, to appreciate the different skill sets, the aspects, the archetypes of your personality, because I feel like you're very multidimensional. And then I'm seeing, like, as that closet's being cleaned out, like just a group do something over here. Like maybe there's three globetrotters. And you can focus on that. You know what I mean? Like, as an audience, they can focus on that and navigate that, to appreciate. I don't know. I feel like I'm not explaining this very clearly at all. But I appreciate it. So, nonetheless, coming back through it, I'm going to add on some Tarot and Oracle over here. The Globetrotters is what came through to... There might be some travel. This travel could be physical, of course. Maybe you're going to go on a trip to... I just saw some movie. I'm not sure if I've actually seen it. Or like a writer goes off, you know, like to a cabin or something like that to write. And they just, okay, let me get to a place where I can think. And then, but there's something about the globe. So something maybe what you do of being of service is going to be worldwide, or that's your goal, is to be worldwide. Maybe it's online. That could be the traveling as well, like internet, interdimensional travel, astral, yada yada yada. You can pick your channel again, right? There's a whole lot, but it's almost like saying, okay, we'll pick one, and then add on anyway. But there's something about the globe. I'm gonna leave that for a moment. Because it's like there's something that's in it. So the way you're being of service. Like even if you're like a homemaker and you're like, well, I don't want to travel the globe, or I don't, you know, spend a lot of time on the internet or social stuff, this, that, or the other. It's almost like what you do at home, as an example, nurturing the people in your home when they go out into the world. And as they grow and they travel amongst the globe, you're there. You know what I mean? Because you nurtured competencies and care. Okay. Knight of Wands is coming through. Sorry. Lighting. There we go. Okay. Leo's Knight of Wands. Ooh, this very much so, and I don't, this so matches your ink blot, with that feeling if you are getting the headaches, there could just be like transmissions coming through, ideas that you're not considering past what you want. And maybe there's like saying, I don't know, that doesn't align with this. No, that's not the right way to say that. Something about the spirals of creation, and as the downloads and ideas are coming in, it's like they're all implemented, but there's so many. And see how like this body is bound, kind of like a rose, but it makes a lot of, different placements. And these placements, channels, etc. Whatever those are, because I don't know what they are, Leos, and maybe this, I'm seeing all of you collectively doing this, so I could be trying to implement like an individual idea over a collective, so bear with me here. But if you're resonating with like you do a lot, there's a lot, and you need to simplify. It's almost like cutting one. Obviously, yeah, I love it, but I want to be able to dedicate more practice to this, more practice, that clarity for the collective of how you are of service. And by releasing one, suddenly there's more space, and like now there's a breathing room, and you can actually, if somebody's having any digestive issues as well, it can help like move the poo. I don't know. If I'm seeing it from a collective standpoint, I don't know, Leos, it's like you're birthing something that you believe in, but you feel the binds of the collective. And I don't mean the Leo collective, from the collective, from the globe. And this could be like coming in on you. Because you're strong, yes, but no, you don't have to take on the weight of the world, like the global, I don't know the word, but do you know what I'm saying? Like you're the strong sign, and you hold a lot of compassion, but maybe even releasing the trait of the sign's strength and willpower and compassion to say, 7 of Wands, I need to break free a little bit from it. I need to break free a little bit of it and kind of like find you again. And by breaking free, clearing up the closet, clearing up all these channels, because they're all wonderful, but we can't exhaust the strong one, right? We can't exhaust the strong one. And allows you to then be like, yes, this is, everything kind of flows from the sinuses to the belly, to the guts and the glory. What else do we have here for Leo? Spirits out. Yeah, there's a wisdom in that. It's not necessarily meant to be likable. Thank you. We know you can do it all. You are doing it all. I'm also just seeing a horseshoe above you. So luck is with you. Luck is on your side for the Leo collective. I also feel like there could be part of that. There's a resentment kind of feeling lingering around. But if I'm not going to lie, it feels more when I'm in that. I'm strong, but I'm carrying like strength for so many people, or so many channels, so many like tabs are open. I'm going to leave that there. The song is coming through. What else do we have here for Leo? That was a weird card. I don't know why that was like that. It's those same eyes. Those same eyes. Sorry, give me one moment here. I shall share with you. Right. These eyes, they're kind of like, doing that. And then her eyes are doing the same thing. Okay, so for some, maybe it's not so much a resentment, but it's bringing me also into a pride. A pride. I almost want to say the word conceited, but I think I might be I think I'm taking that at a face value because she's also wearing a mask. So maybe if you come off, your confidence comes off conceited, but I feel like there's still, and it's a light mask. There could be some sort of hurt, like the headaches or the expelling through the nose or something like that that's not being seen, but yet it's just part of what drives you, Leos. And I want to say, like, oh, can we release like a string, again, go clean the closet, Harlem Globetrotters, you know. Okay, Queen of the Shadows. That's what I feel like, Leos, you might be contemplating about, is something in the shadow realm. And I'm back in the headspace. Back in the headspace, infinite. Because you are getting a lot of downloads, and it's like you're receiving more from spirit, more ideas, more inspirations, this, that, or the other, to simplify and clarify the channels in which you are of service, so that you are not bearing so much weight of the globe and the weight of the world to your individual world and to the global aspects. The Elven Knight is coming through. Always my card of like frequencies. It's very, very busy. And if anyone does feel like that they're being oh, thank you. So it's about finding the source of it. You know, the source, your source, hunting, pursue, finding the source of what it is. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. What it is that you can kind of release. If there's any sort of illness, cancer, this, that, or dis-ease, hunting for the source, pursuing that. And maybe that's even a practice, is to pursue that. People, places, or things, likable or not. This isn't about how I'm feeling. It's not about enjoying it, saying, but I really love this. But there's like 10,000. I'm seeing one of those. Oh, it's fleeting me. It's like a flow chart, you know. So I'm here, and go here, and here. There's all these tabs. There's all these flowing. It's like, whew, how do I maintain all of this well? Are you maintaining it well? You are a human, you know what I mean? You are spirit and human, so you're allowed to simplify so you can make room to practice other things. Get down to what would be received by the globe if you are in this worldly aspect. Maybe you're traveling, you're a public speaker, or social media, or some sort of community, and you're like, okay, but I might need to simplify. Yes, these are all great channels and all great things, but you don't need to do anything. Consider simplifying. What's the court? The ball of your intention that bounces around to different players, different ideas, but, you know, focusing versus appeasing the whole audience to each of their individual likes, even potentially of the background of your mind. Leos, I feel like, because again, you are receiving a lot of downloads, and this downloads are poking things for you to upgrade, and that upgrade feels like a downgrade because it's simplifying, but really it's like a super upgrade. I don't know if I said any of that in a way that resonates, but Leos, thank you for being my muse. The links are below to help a girl grow. If you want to support through like, share, subscribe, of course, or donate through PayPal or buy me a coffee as well. If you're interested in your own rorschach in a reading, your own aura artistry, the link is below. And yeah, thank you so much. That was fun and really wise as well, right? We can't exhaust the strong ones. So thank you. Till next time.